would say to go against Yoshi at all, Yoshi does have kind of like a low ceiling, right? In terms of just like, eventually in the meta, this character kind of caps out, right? The weaknesses are too much to kind of overbear in the meta.
Right. I mean, some people make it work, but those are really true innovators. I mean, Yorha showing that Yoshi can.
Yoshi-O as well, yeah.
Yeah, Yoshi-O. I mean, those Japanese players kind of like piloting. I don't really care about the North American meta, but right now it's going to be kind of difficult. I don't think Joker is the greatest matchup for Yoshi, but right now Spikefire is showing a little bit of...
Yes, Spikefire. Hailing also from BC here. So P&W battle we do have right now. And they're okay. Spikefire getting a little bit of momentum going, but this is looking a little bit rough already in terms of percentile, and we're also having our Zen come up very soon.
Yeah, I don't think that the matchup with base Joker is too bad. I mean, back air is just brutal, right? Yoshi, his main problem is he's really stubby. Like, if you look at that Nair, yes, it comes out on frame 3, but it's so stubby. So, like, Pokepen's just kind of staying out of this burst range from Spikefire. Like, even if you full drift, he's just going to dash back just a little bit. That back throw coming out while he has Arsene, that's kind of the time you want it. I like the use of the egg to try to cover the ledge. Landing,
yeah, there we go. Pokepen just kind of like snuffed out the air dodge there with the back air, and we are going to get some tack on some damage because we still have our Zen already still out here.
Man group indeed, and that's just 2 people banging on this little Yoshi. I mean, it's tough, right? Because like you lost your stock basically in the middle of Arsene, and you have to get those hits to try to lower that meter, right? But you're just throwing yourself in danger. Spikefire has to find this kill now. He's kind of juggling around, trying to get this fair, trying to get some kind of edge guard going, but right now, just a little solid, slow neutral, right? Pokepen just using these AHAs, going for that gun into that dash, down tilt, but not connecting. That's just solid neutral right now. I feel like Pokepen has been controlling the stage.
Yeah, I think honestly you have to have with the intent to kill at this point, because if you just, you make Joker live longer, you're inviting another Arsene and make it, it's like a 2v1 situation where you might lose another stock, but there we go. Pokepen got Spikefire on the back foot. I love that down tilt just to kind of crouch and lower the hurt box.
Lower the hurt box and try to set yourself up for the follow-up. I mean, down tilt is a hard move to tech, but Pokepen being ready for that option. I feel like Spikefire really just needs to not necessarily find his way in. He can kind of get close, but has not gotten that deciding factor. And like you said, here we go once again. Arsene online, and it's going to be brutal.
At this point, you might want to pummel too, because I think pummels, I think we would just lower the Arsene gauge, or just get a raw fair. Why not? It will sell the stock there.
A little bit of a misinput with that side B. I want to see Spikefire start mixing up neutral B, because we're 2-3 minutes into the game, and right now Pokepen using that up smash out of shield. That's the thing, he's using his shield too much. Yoshi's grab is not the best, so you have to start mixing it up with these neutral Bs, and I like that he's listening to me. He's good for that up throw, trying to get that follow-up, but nice delay.
Oh my god, this is a great series coming out from the Spikefire, and we're going to get the grab, wait for the release, but just retaliating with fire versus fire. Pokepen is just not giving up.
Not giving up that super armor, going to allow Spikefire to phase through Joker Fair, but it's not going to work until, like 70-80% when the base knockback of that just eats the armor. I like the tech. If you neutral be on top of a platform, you'll move at full speed. So he's trying to use that to mix up his movement options, but right now it doesn't really matter. And you lost your job.
Yeah, kind of got panicked in the situation, was not able to. Yoshi's big head does get clipped by a lot of moves, and right there you saw that the down tilt was able to do just that. And Pokepen looking pretty strong in that matchup. Nothing against Spikefire. Just Yoshi has a tough time against a lot of disjointed characters here, but Spikefire is a character specialist, and if anybody can do it, he can.
That's the thing. Pokepen, it wasn't just like he was winning because of the ability of Joker to have those disjoints. The main problem was Pokepen was just kind of always out of that boxing range for Spikefire, and in the future for sure, I really want to see Spikefire just kind of. I don't know if he should take his time, but
yeah, analyze the risk and reward, right? Because grab is pretty much off the table in so many situations because it's just too risky. And just going in head first, literally with fair, or like throwing egg, pushing forward might not always be the answer.
Right, you need to go for these grabs eventually. You need to get Pokepen off of the shield. And I like that reversal, but that get up attack is going to snuff out the attempt to try to get that juggle with that up air. Yoshi's vortexing is insane if you can get it started. Getting that F tilt, no follow up with an up air. Only can get the Nair, sends him off stage. It's not too bad. It's relatively even. Maybe more burst options for Spikefire, a little bit more grounded game because he is relying a lot on Yoshi. I like he's using the slingshot to try to
slingshot. I was about to say, yeah. It's honestly, you don't see it from too many players, but Spikefire is starting to utilize it.
just to get a little bit faster, right? Like, again, the air acceleration is important. Jab, jab, try to read the tech, but nice roll in from Pokepen. Immediate Yoshi Bomb, trying to get that counter, but that down air into up air is going to take it.
Definitely the classic coming out from Pokepen here. I would love to see that hopefully Spikefire can return the favor here with his own Dare, because Dare does kill at a solid percent too, so I think this would be a great time to hopefully find a setup for it, but Pokepen is just not giving any space to Spikefire.
Okay, she's just waving back, dashing back to the center of the stage. That's the thing, is they're giving you the space for a reason, right? So, like, don't dash up willy-nilly. You need to take your time and kind of slow it down, and that is beautiful. Nice conversion.
That's what I'm talking about, Spikefire. And you don't see that too often, but Spikefire is making it work off those little, like, micro situations.
Nice patience, but doesn't get the follow-up, burns his double jump, and now suddenly he's lapped Pokepen in percent. Although he was behind for the first stock, he's doing a much better job. Nice neutral B, and Arsene is going to get Pokepen out of that situation for free with the freeze frame.
Wow, and yeah, the invincibility being abused, was like, if you just stand still, that does happen, right? And it actually working out pretty great in this matchup.
Right. It's a little tough, but right now you've gone through half of this Arsene meter. What's another half if you're Spikefire with Pokepen? You know, spawning back with this ledge trap. You have no jump, having to burn the air dodge. Interesting get-up attack, I like it. You're just saying, I don't want you to set up or do any of those kinds of silly options. Arsene is off the table. Wow, the mix-up with the Yoshi leg, or egg, that move sucks.
Yeah, not the best of moves, but Spikefire trying to utilize the character to the full force. Anything will work, but
crazy drop zone. That was so deceiving.
Yeah, the linearity from Yoshi does him no favors there as Pokepen just drops there with the bear and seal stock appropriately.
It looked like he was positioning himself for downward gun, trying to snipe out the super armor from Yoshi to give him in that way. But he jumped in that position and then immediately fast fell, so that's why it was so tricky. And that's why Spikefire couldn't react, but just like that, reacting back with that fair into that up air, kill confirm, it's not too bad. I mean, this is much better than game one. I like it.
Yeah, 100% too. And I think it's a testimony to how Spikefire is able to find these situations to convert these up airs to steal some kills.
And look at, I mean, Pokepen, he used tech roll in to get out of that situation twice, and catching maybe reflecting a little bit of what Pokepen is doing, using that down smash to cover the other side, and this back air is so deadly. I mean, we're not even in Arsene yet, come on.
Speaking of which, but you must recover no matter what, you must recover, and then unfortunately, you don't have any more games to play with as Pokepen will just take it. Honestly, it's a